Now, it's the final day of the UN's Climate Change Summit, COP30, in Brazil. Yesterday, the conference had to be evacuated after a fire broke out inside the venue. More than 190 countries have been at the summit in an attempt to strengthen international efforts to address climate change. And on this final day, the delegation from Colombia say that more than 30 countries have signed a letter opposing a draft text because it fails to refer to the phasing out of fossil fuels. Here's our climate editor, Justin Rolat.
The fire is really burning very intensely, burned a huge hole in the roof.
The summit was halted yesterday afternoon when a fire broke out in the venue. The intense blaze was swiftly brought under control, but it meant yet another delay in these already fraught talks. They are as much about who isn't here as who is.
Secretary General, what message do you want this conference to send to Donald Trump?
We are waiting for you. Hope is the last thing that dies.
He urged the summit to take bold action.
One thing is clear. We are down to the wire and the world is watching Belém.
But when the Brazilian president, Lula da Silva, flew in, signs of agreement were proving elusive. These talks are being held behind closed doors. The most contentious issues: how to bridge the yawning gap between what countries say they'll do and what the science says is necessary to avoid the worst effects of climate change, and how to get rich countries to deliver on promised cash to help poorer countries play their part.
The big challenge, as always at these talks, is that the countries here can't force the others to actually do anything. So if a country doesn't want to phase out fossil fuels rapidly, for example, they don't have to, which means that the outcome of these summits is inevitably always a compromise.
And if that compromise isn't ambitious, well, there will be questions about how effective this entire global process is. Justin Rolat, BBC News, Belém.